In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, one God, Amen. My friend, it always gives me a great pleasure and blessing to meet with you. Today we are going to discuss together something very important in how to deal with life around us. And this point is about what we're facing these times in coronavirus time and how this can reveal your personality. When we have or when we face any problem in life or any stress in life, this will reveal how can we deal with that stress and how we can deal with this type of experience. Very important that we need to know that there is two types of personality, two main types of personality. Those two types of personality, they call them type A and type B. And the people who discovered this type of personality was really not psychologists. They were physicians who deal with heart problem, and they want to know what is the relationship between heart problem and your personality in dealing with any stress. And of course we know now very well that stress has a big relation with heart problem. Anyway, those two physicians, they discovered that there are relationship, as I said, between your personality and your heart problem or how to deal with the stress. So they came out with two types of personality. They call it personality type A and type B. So personality A and personality B. What they found in personality A? In personality A, they telling us that people who personality A, they are competitive people. They like competition. And the second point is connected to this one, which is they like to be perfect. Perfect means to win, to be number one, nobody better than me, so I don't need to compare myself with anybody else because they are lower than me. So competitive, perfectionist, and the third point, character of that this feeling of competitive feeling and to become a perfectionist, it has an effect on our anxiety. So it creates anxiety and create aggressiveness because I want to be the best all the time. It creates worrying and competition between people, and this competition is making me angry and making me aggressive and making me having anxiety because I want to be in front. So they found that this feeling of competition and perfectionist creates stress inside the person, and that stress of course creates this feeling of anxiety. When I looked at those personality, it struck me that what they said in the news about the effect of the effect of lockdown on the people stress, and they call it even lockdown anxiety. So they found that they did this survey on Wuhan in China. They found that 42% almost 43% of 18,000 people have been under this survey. 43,000 have a sign of anxiety. So when they faced lockdown, when they faced a point of I cannot do what I want to do, I cannot be out, they start to feel anxious and worries, and I don't like to be under this situation. And then this also create a depression. They found that 17% of those people, they also have depression. So I can see here that people who cannot cope with coronavirus or with any stress, yes, they are belonging to type A. And how do you cope then? I will talk about it later. So the second type, or the other type, which is type B, is definitely opposite to type A. So they found that those people with type B, they are relaxed more, they are patient, they have long suffering, but they also found that they are creative. Why they are creative? Because they are problem solver. They like to see when the stress comes, when the problem comes, how I can go through this problem so I can cope better and I can keep my relaxation better. So they are creative people because they find out other ways to or doing some acting or something. That was very nice, and people were clapping for them because they find out how they can cope with lockdown. Now, so how can we cope then? How can we cope even if we are type A or type B? When I still looked to psychology again, I found a recent research have been done about how can we cope, especially with coronavirus. And this research divided the people who cope with any stress to three type of people. The first type, they call them the denial or avoidant. They like to avoid the idea of stress. So the stress coming, the problem coming, they don't mind. I'm not going to submit to this stress. It is not exist. Nobody can control me. I am going where I want to go. Those people who are in denial, they are not just doing this in coronavirus. They do it in their life. Coronavirus was just a stress which revealed what's inside you. So those people, the denial people, they make themselves unconscious about the problem. So they deny it. They go out. As you can see, they go out and they don't mind. Yes, they go out and they don't mind. Those people in their life, when they cannot see any message from what's happening to them. They don't learn from experience because they don't see those experiences. I have something in the Bible related to that. The story of Balaam. Balaam was a false prophet. They trying to use him, the enemy of Israel, trying to use him to help them to defeat the Israel army. who has God besides him. So he was going to tell the Israel people some false story so they can be defeated. So here he is on his donkey trying to go. Donkey doesn't want to walk. So he kept beating the donkey, and the donkey don't want to go. Till the donkey, you cannot believe this, till the donkey talked to him, told him, I was your donkey for a long time, and you supposed to know me. I never disobeyed you. So why you keep punishing me? Because you don't want to go. I don't want to go because I have an angel in front of me stopping me. Can Balaam see the angel? No. Can he learn? No, he didn't learn. Those people who denies what's happening around them, they will never know, they will never change. So the denial people who cope with this. The second group is better than that little bit. They call them the acceptance people or the emotional people. Those people, they cope with the stress by accepting it, which is good. There are stress here, right? But the point is, what you're going to do for this stress? Nothing. I will keep till the wind goes. I will keep quiet till the time is passing. All right? We are 8 weeks now, 10 weeks, or something like this. What did you do? Nothing. I locked myself in my room. I don't talk to anybody. What is that? An anxiety or depression. I am sad. I keep asking God, why are you sending this to us when you are going to take it away? Yeah, they blame God. They put their anger on other people while they're accepting. They're accepting but they want to get rid of it. They cannot get rid of it, so they put it on God. And this also an anxiety and depression create aggressiveness and hostility inside them, as type A said. And strange is when you look at statistics around us these days, they found that domestic violence increased, drinking increased, drugs increased. Why is that? Because those people, they want the time to go. They want the time to go so they can get out of this stress. So they accept the stress, but they accept it as a bad thing, and they want to get out of it, and they don't know. And because they don't know, like type A, and they lock down, they get so frustrated, so angry. I have someone like that. And Job in his disaster, who has a lot of disaster, and he coped patiently, yes, but not 100% patiently. He first accepted the disaster as a bad things from God. He accepted as a bad things from God. Look what he's saying here. What he's saying here to his wife in chapter 1, shall we indeed accept good from God, and shall we not accept adversity, bad things? So we're accepting it. So what happened to you, Job? End of the time when the stress increased, he started to shout to God, where are you? Why you forgot everybody and just remembered me? And then you hitting me. But the good point with Job, that when he saw God, he changed his mind and said, with my ears I heard about you, but now I saw you with my eyes. That's good. But I am taking this part before he acknowledged the God experience to him, or the God message to him, that he was in acceptance, but in passive acceptance. That's why those people, they accept things, but in a passive way. Yeah? So they create those anger and anxiety and all of that. The third level or third type of coping is, of course, is a good kind. and they call them the problem solver or the active coper. Why they are active coper? Those are the type B. The people who knows that this is a stress time, all right, but I'm not going to surrender. I am going to think about ways I can go around this stress time, ways I can use the opportunity of this time, ways I can live stress less and using the opportunity. Very interesting things I found is the Chinese language or the Chinese word for crisis is consists of two parts. The first part is dangerous. The second part is opportunity. So the Chinese language telling us that any crisis, it is dangerous to lead to opportunity on life, and that's type B. You need to look at any problems facing your life as an opportunity. I can use it. I can use that opportunity for what? To improve. Why I cannot cope? Why I am depressed? Why I am anxious? What? So I will discover that I am a competitive person. I am emotional person. I can work with that. I can work with that and calm myself down. That's one. Other point is, okay, I am now locked down. How I can use this time? Shall I sleep and waste my time like those acceptant people who just want the time to go? So they drink, they have drugs, or they play games for 24 hours, or they talking to their friend for 15, 17 hours just to forget the stress. Yeah? That could be denial, and could be also, yes, we are under stress, but I will forget it. While those people, they thinking about how I improve, how I develop, how I can go better than that, how I can change my way of responding to stress or responding to problems. And here I can find a very nice example from the Bible. Joseph. Joseph, imagine with me, his brothers sold him. They were going to kill him first, and then they sold him to be a slave. How can that break your heart, Joseph? And that could take you to deep depression and hate the life. But what happened is, when he went to Potiphar, he said to himself, of course I don't have proof that he said that, but the proof is what he did. Yeah? He said to himself, now I am in this situation. Shall I surrender? No. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to use the opportunity. And he used the opportunity to the top. Who gives him strength? Who gave him strength? God was with him. Gave him the positive feeling. So God and us give us positive feeling. Give us strength. Yeah? To do things. As he told in Hosea, in Joshua book, yes, I will be with you. Equip yourself with strength. Equip yourself with strength. I am with you. So you need to know that those are the people type B who use the opportunity. And then what? So he improved his way of communication. He improved his way of management. Yes, and organizing the house, and he become on top of the house of Potiphar. What happened? He has another hit. This man, how can he cope? Because he's positive inside. He used the opportunity, whatever it is. So he went again to the prison, and then what? He start again the same opportunity and becomes the head of the prisoner. People, use the opportunity. We need to use the opportunity. We need to be active, not passive. And I will remind you here with what St. James said in his letter. Yes, consider it. Wait a second. Consider it as here. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials. Why? Because this trial will take you to patience, and it will help you to be perfect and complete. Look at that. So you are invited to use the opportunity, to be perfect. Perfect here means mature, to improve, and to use all the situation with you. St. Paul telling us that he trained himself under a different type of circumstances. So he knew how to have food or how to strive. He knew, he controlled himself. Use the opportunity for that. I like to end our talk with my friend St. Augustine. Look at St. Augustine, what he's telling us. What grace is meant to do is to help good people. All right. The grace, the help of God will help good people. That's God was with Joseph. But look. Not to escape their suffering. So God didn't come and take Joseph from the prison. No, but to bear them with a stout heart. A stout heart means solid, firm, active, doing something, give you positive feeling. So that's what we need to know. Consider it all joy when we face different trial, because it will lead us to perfection and maturity. God be with you, and see you next time.